Hello, Mr. Horse here, at your service. As always, as you can see, today I am going to serve you with part two, serving a good dish, a very delicious, wonderful musical dish. Part two of Wish You Were Here. Part two of number 10. Number 10 of the 35 greatest classic rock songs in English in the entire human history. So, wish you were here. It's a great song to play. This is one of my favorite songs in English. So what is the meaning? I mean, wish you were here. Wish who were here? I mean, who? Wish who? The you refers to Syd Barrett. Syd Barrett. One of the original Pink Floyd band members. But some people say, well, he suffered from mental illness. Other people said that no, that was not true. But he did in the 60s use a lot of psychedelic drugs, like LSD. Very, very bad drugs that messed up his brain, so he became crazy. So he left the band because of this problem, his mental issue, and he was gone. He was gone up here. His mind is gone, really. His brain is gone. So that's what this wish you were here means, because he wasn't there. Wish you were here. Because he wasn't. He was gone. Now that really is the direct, the literal meaning. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a bell? Do you think you can tell? Now, you might think, well, okay, we know. Can you tell heaven from hell? Okay, now that's pretty straightforward. Just so great to sing. So you think you can tell heaven from hell? Heaven and hell are opposite. Okay, so that is easy to understand. Well, can you tell what are opposites? Heaven from hell, light from dark, up from down, up and down. Okay, so now this really is, can you tell? I mean, if you can't tell heaven from hell, then that is an issue of, that's an issue of inversion. This becomes, one thing becomes the opposite. Okay. So the down becomes up becomes down, good becomes bad, a big book, good becomes evil, evil becomes good, healthy becomes unhealthy, unhealthy becomes healthy. Inversion, right? So this is really the most extreme type of or shade of illusion that people suffer. Inversion. I mean, that really is the ultimate. I mean, if you can tell the opposites, boy from girl. If you can tell boy from girl, girl from boy, then you are pretty much gone here. Really gone. I mean, you're very gone, very far gone, in fact. Okay, now that's easy to understand. Heaven, so inversion. But what about, okay, so you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Now, blue sky and pain, I mean, what's the relationship? I mean, blue sky and pain, they are not opposite. Because you might expect, well, after heaven from hell, blue skies from rain, blue skies from rain, blue sky and rain, opposite. Blue sky, sunny, rain, but it's not blue sky from rain, it's blue sky from pain. Oh, okay. Now, how do you make sense of it? Well, so I mentioned there are different shades of illusion in the world. So the most extreme is inversion. You can tell, I mean, one from its opposite, right? I mean, you're really far gone, here. Blue sky and pain. Now, blue sky really symbolize pleasure, pleasantness, pleasure, pleasantness, enjoyment. I mean, pain is the opposite, pain and pleasure. But it's really through symbolism. I mean, blue sky is not the opposite of pain, but blue sky represent or symbolize, pleasure. I mean, we look at, we see the blue sky, you feel happy. Pain is unhappy, misery. Happiness, misery. So, it's through symbolism. So symbolism is a type of illusion, a shade. Not as bad. I mean, of course, nothing like in inversion, but symbolism. Can you tell a green? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A green field from a cold steel rail. What has green field to do with cold steel rail? I mean, what? How do you make sense of it? Well, here's the thing. You're driving, right? Okay, and you're driving on a road, mountain road. I mean, not country road, country road. Take me home to the place. Take me home, country road, right? And then, of course, you have the guardrail, steel rail, protecting you from going off the road. But on the other side, far, if you look farther, it's the green field. So this is a distance, near and far. Near and far. Now in art, in painting, that's called perspective. Perspective. How do you how do you accurately, represent objects, a different point, like, near and far. That's perspective. So perspective. This is about perspective. Okay. Can you detect the right perspective of a person's remarks, a person's idea, a person's statement? Perspective, author's perspective. Smile from the veil. Do you think you can tell? Smile from a veil. You wearing a veil. But behind the veil, there is a smile. That's called disguise. Disguise, cover up. You cover up the smile. Can you see beyond the cover disguise, lies? Can you see beyond the lies? Can you see through lies? See, so you have 4 things here. These are the 4 shades of illusions. Okay, you think you see what it is, exactly it is, but it's not. You didn't see the reality. It's all about reality. The song, I mean, it's about reality. You think you see the reality, but no, you didn't see the reality. It could be disguise, but you didn't see through the lies. You didn't see through the veil, but there is a smile behind the veil. And then, or perspective. You think this is actually closer than it is. No, it's not actually. It's far. Okay, you didn't see the perspective. Symbolism. You misinterpret the symbolism. Okay, what does this mean? And inversion, and your mind is completely gone. Your brain is completely gone if if you can't see one thing from its opposite. Okay, I mean, that's really, you're really crazy. So it's just different levels of craziness. The four different different types of illusions, represent the level of your craziness, the seriousness of your craziness. And we can use this word, absence of your mind. Really, I mean, how absent your mind is determines how absent your mind is. And we say absent-minded, you're not there. Really determines what type of illusion you are going to experience. Okay, let me repeat that again. This is really important sentence. How absent-minded you are determines the type of illusion you are going to experience. If you are totally absent, you're going to experience inversion. And that is what is going on in the West. I'll talk to you about that more